Hey, business vlog today. It's Friday. Doesn't mean anything for me. I own a business, so I'll be working again tomorrow and on Sunday. Today it's coming up to school holidays, and in the town I live in, for some reason, the week before school holidays, for the last 2 or 3 school holidays, has always been our worst and quietest weeks. Like today was terrible. I think $225 in sales, which is bad. That's okay. That's retail. These things happen, but still, it makes reaching the month's targets really hard now. But that's enough of the good news. I think I'll tell you guys about something I did a YouTube video on not long ago, and a podcast is about one of my values: fuck it, I'll do it myself. The reason I tell you guys about this is because I think it's important for business owners to stop waiting and wondering if help's going to come along, or somebody to bring them the answer to the problem they have, show them how to do something they don't know how to do. For me, I had those moments where I was just hoping for help and they never came. I had to go and get the information, do the research, jump on YouTube, Google, whatever the platform was to find out the information. Things as simple as, how do you set up a domain name? Where do you buy a domain name? How do you link your emails with your domain address? The list goes on. Financial things, operational, forecasting, marketing, strategies, implementation. All this information that I had to become an expert in, and I spent a lot of time doing tasks that someone who's already an expert might take them an hour, 2 hours, took me 4 or 5 hours. I wasted a lot of time, but the benefit was, in some way, now I know how to do those tasks. Now when I reach the level where I can employ someone, or when there is a task that I can afford to hire someone now, I have a good fundamental understanding of what I'm asking these guys to do. This allows me to make sure that the task description that I'm asking the expert to do is, the brief is good. It's described really well. I know exactly what I want. I know the steps that I want the expert to follow to make sure that I get the outcome that I'm paying for. A lot of people employ experts, or people do jobs for them, and they don't really understand the task, and they can find what they get delivered at the end isn't really what they were hoping for, or isn't what they paid for. So fuck it, do it yourself is a very good value that I think everyone will benefit from if they adopt it. The way it started for me was, I was in the military many years ago as a chef in the Navy, in the galley. The most important time of day for me was knock-off time. I wanted to get to bed. I didn't want to stay up all night cleaning. So I would run around and clean the whole galley pretty much by myself, with very little help sometimes. And at times I'd crack the shits. There'd be a burnt pot or a burnt something and mess everywhere left around, and I would sit back and go, today I'm not going to clean that. I'm going to make a stand and I'm going to wait for them to clean their own mess, and I don't care if we're here till 10 o'clock tonight. I'm just not going to do it. And eventually I just realised it was never going to happen. We were going to be there till 10 o'clock, and I'd crack the shits and I'd clean it anyway. And eventually I just learned, don't even stand back and wait for these guys and have the expectation that they're going to do it. So if I know that I can fit it in my time management, if I'm a good planner and I can do it, then fuck it, I'll do it myself. I'm not waiting for them to get it done. This meant I did way more work. I became but the other benefit to that is that I was way more capable. When I had to go and do jobs by myself, or when it was time to get promoted, I knew my job. I knew how to do everything. I knew how to manage my time to make sure that I was clean and ready and efficient. I wasn't lazy. And, you know, the people who didn't look after themselves, didn't clean, were happy to watch me do the work, they got found out. And people like that do get found out. You know, eventually they get a job where, you know, things are expected of them, and they just can't meet those expectations because they don't have the motivation or the capability to, you know, raise themselves to the bar or meet the standards required. So I can highly recommend that you don't wait for help. Don't think that someone's going to come along and save you. Go out there, take the first steps to find the help, take the initiative to get the knowledge. And often you'll find when you go looking for this knowledge in the various places, you'll find experts hidden around there. You'll find more content that leads you down more rabbit holes that end with you becoming more knowledgeable and learning more about the subject that you were going into. It's a really great way to get done. That's my vlog today, guys. Do it yourself, have a crack first. Peace out.